Hi, 8th grade team. This is your special education visual content specialist for grade 6 through 8 social studies. Today we'll be looking at how we can help our students make connections through the use of explicit strategies in note-taking. This video is aligned to the 8th grade curriculum in Passport to Social Studies. In this video, we'll be able to provide specially designed instruction in order to engage and provide access to all learners, uphold student IEP goals aligned to expressive language and making connections, and support student development of comprehension and mastery of rigorous content through the use of explicit note-taking. Upon your implementation of this strategy, your students will be able to apply note-taking strategies that will support in visual processing, developing background knowledge, and building connections on grade level topics. One highly efficient way for students to take notes on any given topic is the Cornell Notes format. This is a style of note-taking that supports information processing because it allows you to reflect on your notes by encouraging a summarization of information. This is a style that helps students connect thinking and create relationships between ideas. On the left, we'd see what the Cornell Notes format would look like on a document. You can create your document either physically on paper or virtually for those of us who are teaching remotely. The document is divided into 4 working sections. On the left, we leave a large margin where we can fit in keywords and questions. On the right, we have 3 sections. The first working section is the title and the date. Usually it's going to be the title of a resource or a topic. In the middle, we leave ample room for quick notes, abbreviations, key thoughts, and takeaways, central ideas. And in the end, we have space for a summary, something that will help us synthesize the information that we are trying to process through the notes that we just took. So why Cornell Notes? This style of note-taking supports information processing. It also reinforces accountability, especially when students are looking at a video or reading an article. It guides them through the process of noticing what's in the text specifically and then writing a summary to show what they know. This style reinforces observation and inference skills as well as critical thinking, and it supports executive functioning aspects connected to organization. This style is a tool that supports the refinement of language skills for SWD and L students. Here we see an example of a lesson that can be used to implement the Cornell Notes format of note-taking. In this lesson, students are tasked with examining the major issues and events that led to a civil war. Now, this would be a review of the last unit that they learned back in the 7th grade, being that now they're starting the 8th grade. So Cornell Notes is definitely beneficial when reviewing or having to review a topic. So students are tasked with reading different documents and articles and answering questions that follow in slides. So the slides that follow look like this, where they name the document, they state a connection to slavery, possible reaction to those who wanted to abolish slavery, and possible reaction to those who wanted to keep slavery. Prior to engaging in these kinds of questions, a great way to help students process the information in more digestible bits is Cornell Notes. So before even doing this lesson, which is days 1 and 2 of Unit 1 in Passport to Social Studies, titled The Nation Divided, I would provide students with a document with the Cornell Notes format. If this is the first time they're seeing this format or style of writing, then I would model with a topic that's known to everybody, such as dogs, for example. Have everybody watch a video, and then I'll model the way to use this organizer by using that video. Here, we can see that this document, if you create your own Cornell Notes document, you can modify it to fit any need of your classroom. So for example, if you have students who are visual learners, who are artistic, and everybody likes to incorporate doodles in their notes, here on the questions and key terms section, you can also add an image or a doodle. And students will be able to draw something related to what the topic that they're taking notes on. You can also differentiate this even more for students by adding fill in the blanks. So basically, they are taking notes on the most important information, which is why then you are providing the least important information. So for example, the Kansas-Nebraska Act, blank, blank, blank. And students will be able to input that critical information that they need to know or that they need to understand in order to process the topic. At the end, I like to add a sentence starter for the summary. And this way, students are able to write their summary in maybe 2 or 3 sentences. This helps exercise those skills of extensive writing, and it also helps them reach their goals, their IP goals specifically, towards building connections. Some final considerations for the Cornell Notes style of note-taking is that it's great for differentiation, so you can modify it to fit the needs of your classroom and your students. It allows students to process information in a way that is digestible and that will add to their comprehension. It promotes active and purposeful engagement with the content, and it makes thinking visual.